Hey guys, it's me Erica. Welcome to my channel, and for today's video, I am finally doing the long-awaited Lustrous collection review. So guys, ito na siya. It comes in this beautiful box. Tapos sa side, merong leaves and flowers and stuffs. And then when you open this up, it comes with a mirror. Ayan, may mirror. Tapos, parang may card na it comes with yung lettering Nadine. Kuha ako ng extra items. So, I got the lip and cheek tint in the shade Vermillion. And dapat pencil to. Kaso brow gel yung napadala nila. So, another fail. But they are sending the replacement. This will go to the giveaway pile. Is inside the box. So you get the brow gel, you get some brushes, you get the lip tint in the shade Raw, you get the mascara in the shade Void, you get the bronzer and highlighting palette, and then you get the eyeshadow palette in the shade Calypso. So if you have been following me on Twitter, you know that I waited for this so long. I've been emailing all the emails that I could email that has connection with Lustrous because it took so long, you guys. And it was a pain in the ass to wait for this and to wait for their replies. Kasi I know it is a Nadine Lustre collection, so the amount of pre-orders kept pouring out, but the issue that I have is that they should have expected that, knowing that it is Nadine, and nauna pa yung Watsons and SM stores na magkaroon. Yung SM na malapit sa akin, yung Watsons na malapit sa akin, meron na sila before they had the box set. So paano if hindi nila ako nag-pre-order, diba? And I just bought it straight from Watsons and I was able to review it pa earlier than this. That is the one thing that I complained the most, is that the shipping, the delivery time took so long. Ang tagal bago nabigay yung tracking numbers. I paid early. And that was the service that I got. Although their customer service team are so kind to answer all the questions and to give updates. So yeah. So by the way, a disclaimer, if you are not open-minded, please click out. I will be brutally honest about this, especially for the time that I waited and I spent my own money on this product. So if I don't like it, it's my personal opinion. If I like it, it's my personal opinion. I do not hate Nadine or anything like that. It's just I am reviewing this and I want to be as honest as possible as I can be. So yeah, let's start. So first, I'm doing my brows with the brow gel. So this is what the brow gel looks like. I really love the packaging, although it's plastic. It is plastic. It feels so light. And so, I don't want to say this, but so cheap because it is plastic, but it's gorgeous to look at. I could display this because it's gorgeous to look at. So, it comes with a brush. The top comes off with a brush. And then you can snap it like that. This is similar to the Brow Gel from Benefit. I'm just taking a separate spoolie of mine. I was so joyous when this arrived because ang tagal kong hinintay to, friends. I will try with using the brush that it comes with first. So malambot siya, guys. It's easy to glide and it's pigmented. So what I do is I dip it and then pinupunasan ko dun sa sides nung lalagyan para hindi madami yung nakukuha kong product or hindi ako masobrahan. In-order ko yung brow pencil para sana sa kabila brow pencil yung gagamitin ko, pero since wala pa siya and ayokong ma-delay na yung pag-film kasi super delayed na ng review na to, I will just go on with using the brow gel. If you are a beginner, get the pencil. Kasi mas madadalian kayo doon. And if you have thicker brows, get the pencil. Kasi triangular yung tip nun. But if you have sparser brows and thin brows, get the chin. This glides on nicely. I have no complaints with how it glides on and how pigmented it is. It's nice. But the color comes off a little too red brown. It's not like my crab brow gel, which is like the right undertone for being brown. But I can still pull this off because as you guys can see, I have like a chocolate colored brown hair. So, hindi naman mahirap gamitin yung brush, although I wish that it was angular para mas mabilis. But it's actually quite nice. I really like it so far. The only thing that others might not like about this, first, one shade lang siya. Second, the shade is a bit on the warmer side or the reddish side. So some of you might not like that, but I kinda like it because of the fact that I have colored hair. I really do wish the brush was angular because when you get to the front, it's kind of hard to draw hair-like strokes because my brows are like sparser on the inner corners, so it's making this a bit difficult but not. Pero kasi ako sanay na ako sa gel products, so it's not hard for me to do my brows using this gel product. But if you are newbie, do buy the pencil. So my brows are now done. We will proceed to the eyes. First of all, we are going to prime our eyes using my primer, my own eye primer. You can use concealer to do this step as well, but I'm just going to prime my eyelids because I always prime my eyelids before I apply something else. So I am just setting my eyes with some powder. So this is what the palette looks like. It's reflective. It is plastic as well. Kind of cheap for my liking. I'm just saying it. The packaging is kind of cheap. Okay, so you open this up. Ito siya. Yung mirror, meron pa siyang plastic. Tanggalin ko lang yung plastic ng mirror. Ayan, tinanggal ko yung plastic ng mirror. And ayan siya. And then we have the eyeshadows. So you have 5 eyeshadows. A yellow type of light color, a pinkish one, this coppery bronzy shade, this pinky burgundy maroony type of shade, and then that brown, that dark grayish brown shade. Parang may damage yung mirror ko. It has that thing there. What can I do? It comes with this packer brush, all shimmery shades, which is a downside of it. This is $799, I believe, and you just get 5 shades, and all are shimmer shades. So, hindi mo to, this is definitely not a one palette na madadala mo and you're good to go. What I will do, I will take this palette. This is the bronzer and highlighting palette. This palette is, the packaging is, this is metal, as you guys can hear. This is similar to the usual packaging of BYS sa mga palettes nila because I do have some of their palettes and it's the same packaging. A protective cover yung mismong palette. I'm just going to remove that. You get a brush as well dito. So, gagamitin din pala natin yung brushes na included dito sa palette ni Nadine. Or dito sa collection na binili natin. So, ipapakita ko. You get 5 brushes. You get a big brush that you can use for powder or for bronzing up. For contouring or blush, ito. And then, you get 3 eye brushes. Meron tayong slanted brush, meron tayong packer brush, and then meron tayong pencil brush. I'm going to use this lighter, warmer shade to warm up my crease area kasi diba wala nga siyang transition shade. And Kasi di ba wala siyang transition shade, and I usually use transition shades on my eyes. I could not go without transition shades just because they give depth and definition on my eyes. So I will do that. Just going to take my own blending brush kasi walang blending brush na kasama doon. Tapping the excess off and putting that on my crease area. So you guys may kickback siya, as you guys can see. Once you dip your brush, there is kickback. But so far, wala pang fallout. Hindi kasi magandang gumamit ng shimmery shade sa crease because it will just going to bring back light. And you want definition sa crease, and you do not want like light na tumatama sa crease area mo. It just looks odd. So that is why I'm just using the transition shade that you get with this. So far, itong shade dito, it's easy to blend, easy to apply din, and it's pigmented. I do like that shade in this palette. It's warm, it's nice, it's pigmented, it's blendable. I look at this palette and I think, is it 799 pesos worthy? And I do not think it is worthy. So far, I do not think it's worthy of that price point, in my opinion, okay? I will be taking this burgundy shade and ilalagay ko siya sa outer area. Actually, the pigmentation is not quite bad, but it's not blowing my mind off. And on the other half of my eye, dun sa bandang inner corner, I will use the coppery, brownish, coppery, bronzy type of shade. And I am blending the two colors together. Wow, that bronzy shade is everything. So I'm just putting that bronzy shade all over my lid. Tinatakpan ko na din yung burgundy color ng konti. That bronzy shade, you guys. I'm just going back to that burgundy type of color and applying that on my outer lids again. Going to take the darker shade on this bronzer highlighting palette and even deepen out my crease and my outer V to blend things out. So it's quite, my eyes look like it's quite shimmery than anything else. Now I'm just taking the blending brush we used earlier to blend things out nicely. Quite nice. But not, as I've said, it's not blowing my mind off. I'm just going to do the same thing with my other eye. So guys, hindi pa tapos yung eye look na to. I will just do my base para i-apply yung other products para matapos natin yung under eye area. I'm going to prime my skin with my own primer. Not gonna lie, I like the Calypso palette, but it's so hard to say this kasi it's BYS. And I do love BYS palettes, but I do not think it's worth its price tag. Like seriously, I do not think it's worth 799 pesos. I have this palette right here which is 700 pesos. You get 15 shades. You get a mirror. It's a mix of mattes and shimmers. You get this palette. You have 5 shades. It's all shimmers. So if I compare this to, I would definitely go and just grab this Detail Makeover palette over this palette because, guys, it's just 5 shades, all shimmers. You still have to get your own palette or a matte palette to warm your crease up with something. And with my collection, I do not think, I mean, this is a nice addition to my already big collection. But if you are a beginner and you get this palette thinking na you get everything you need, no. It has nice shades. It has good pigmentation. It's just that it doesn't have any mattes, and you pay $799 for this, and you pay $700 for this palette, which you get mattes and shimmers. So guys, I'm sorry to say, I do not think this is worth the buy. Just pass on to this. May mga palettes na ibibigay niya yung same colors, almost the same kind of look, and may kasama na siyang mattes and shimmers. This is just not worth it for me. Not worth it. It's nice. Hindi ko naman sinasabing bad palette siya. Again, the pigmentation is nice. It applies nicely on the eyes. But the thing is, it's all shimmers. You need mattes for your crease. Siguro if you just want a wash of lid shade, yes, this will do. But if you want a full face, like really full face of makeup, no, it will not do anything for you because it's all shimmers. So far, gusto ko naman sila, pero hindi ko lang naiisip na ganun yung worth nila. Yung brow gel, I believe, is 400 something, 449. Do I think it's worth 449? Yes, I do think it's worth 449 yung brow gel. But the palette, the eyeshadow palette, for me, it's not worth it. For me, it's not worth 799 pesos. Because that is expensive for 5 shades in no mattes. It's quite expensive. No, I'm used to buying expensive palettes. I mean, wala namang issue sa akin yun. But the thing is, the palettes that I buy are actually worth the price point. And that is not worth its price point. We will now proceed with the tint. I got 2 lip and cheek tints. I got Vermillion and I got Raw. The first shade right there is Raw. The second shade is Vermillion. So I'm definitely going to use Vermillion onto my cheeks and then Raw on my lips. Just because I think Vermillion pulls off the blushy tone while Raw has this like a purpley undertone na baka magmukhang nabugbog ako if I use Raw on my cheeks. So, I'm just going to use Vermillion on my cheeks. Konti-konti lang. I usually concentrate the product on the center of my cheeks. I will get the sponge kanina and blend that out even more. So guys, agad siyang nag-set and may ibang parts na hindi nag-blend. So, you have to blend fast if you're working with this product. Just going to bake my face kasi sobrang init ngayon. Ayoko mahulas yung foundation. So, ang gagawin ko, magbe-bake ako. I am going to finish the lower lash line. Gagamitin ko yung pencil brush na nasa set. Ito yung pencil brush. I'm just going to use the 2 shades na ginamit natin kanina sa crease area from this palette. And just going to apply that. And I'm taking the darker shade and applying that on the other parts of my lower lash line. To finish the eye look, I will be taking this white shade, this yellow white shade right here, and I will be putting that onto my inner corner to give a pop on my inner corner. Now that the eyes eyeshadow is done, we will proceed to mascara. I am now going to curl my lashes. Now I'm going to take this mascara in the shade Void. Wand is like a regular wand. Ano ba ginagamit ito? Oh my goodness. The formula of the mascara is super wet that it goes everywhere. I do not like it at all. Did lengthen but did not give volume. I do not like the mascara at all. I'm just going to take off the bake. So let's go on to the palette. I'm going to use the lighter shade to bronze and warm up my... Ayan guys, so sobrang basa ng formula. Hanggang ngayon hindi pa tuyo. And kapag pumipikit ka, it goes down to the lower lash line. The mascara is a no-no. So the bronzers in this palette both apply nicely. They are pigmented, they blend well. It's nice. Now I'm going to use the brush that it came with. May brush to kasing kasama to. I'm going to use it and apply the highlighter. I'm first going to apply this golden shade. I think this is a bit too dark for me. Yeah. It's darker than me. And then what I'll do next is I will get this whiter shade and apply it on top of the golden shade. Kasi the gold appeared to be a little darker than me. And the highlight. This palette, I like. So, I would suggest if you want to pick up something from the entire collection, get this. This is worth the money. You get bronzers and you get 3 highlights. You can use this as an eyeshadow palette as well. You can use this too for your crease and then use this as an all-over lid shade and this as inner corner highlights. You can get a lot of use out of this palette. So, if I'm going to recommend something, this would be it. This is worth it. This is like the shining star of the whole collection. So, the last thing is the tint in the shade Vermillion. Or in the shade Raw pala. I'm going to apply it on my lips. I do not like it on the lips. I do not recommend that on your lips at all, guys. Tignan niya. That settled onto my inner lip. I do not like it. It settled onto my inner lip. It will settle on your dry patches. So, on the cheeks, it's nice to use. On the lips, no. And I do not like the color of the shade Raw. I'm going to remove this and I'm going to use my own lipstick. I really do not like it. It just settles on your inner lip and it looks really, really odd. The mascara has now fully dried. It took a while for it to dry. I do not like it. I'm just going to use, again, another lipstick for my lips. The eyeshadow palette is pigmented. Again, not worth the price. For me, it's too expensive for what you are getting. It's 5 shimmers and that's all you get, 5 shimmers. The eyebrow product is nice. As you can see, madali siyang na-apply, madali siyang na-blend, pigmented siya. yes, it is worth the splurge. If you wanna buy it, go get it. You have another option, which is the pencil. So if you are a beginner, I would suggest the pencil. The mascara, no. It lengthens, yes. It does not volumize. It takes too long to dry. The formula is way too wet for my liking. And it's like, nandito siya sa lower lash line ko. I had to clean it up. So, for me, it's a no-no. You can get better mascaras at Maybelline for a lower price point. The lip and cheek tint, it's good for the cheeks, but not on the lips. It settles on the lips so bad. So, for me, it's a 50-50. I like how it looks on my cheeks. If you are going to get the shade, go get the shade Vermillion. I do not recommend the shade Raw. The bronzer and highlighting palette, sa lahat ng items dito sa collection niya, yun yung isa-suggest kong unang-una niyong bilhin because it is nice, it is blendable, it is pigmented. I love it. It's the one that I will be gravitating towards too. So yeah, if you are going to get something from the collection, definitely check out the bronzer and highlighting palette because that is worth the money. So yes guys, that is my whole entire review of the Lustrous collection. Some are hits, some are misses, and the mascara was a definite flop for me. The lip tint is a 50-50, but I would not recommend it. If you want a lip tint that settles nicely onto your lips, go for the KJM lip and cheek tint. Those are way cheaper. Parang roll-on sila, and they apply and stay nice on your cheeks and fit on your lips for the whole entire day. For the bronzer and highlighting palette, again, that is a thumbs up and a must-have for me. And then, yung eyeshadow palette, I would suggest you can just pass on to that and get the highlighting and contouring palette. So, yeah. So, that's it for this video, guys. If you liked this video, then please give this video a big thumbs up and click that subscribe button down below to be a part of my family. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys!